I'm Melissa up here in Western New York. I made a previous video kind of introducing myself. I'm Italian. My parents did the whole 23andMe thing, and it turns out my dad's 100 or 99.9% Sicilian, which we freaking knew. And my mom was like saying she was a Italian and Dutch, which she's not. And my brother hung a Dutch flag his whole life in his bedroom, kissing her ass, and she's not. She's like some like European. I don't know. But anyways, back to the Italian side. Me and my sister always rocked the Italian side. And I mean, we love hard. We fight hard. We're emotional. I'm a fucking emotional person. I mean, I'm a friggin' emotional person. I have 2 kids, about to be 7, two girls, 7 and 4. I can't help it. Like, yeah, I do fire up from 0 to like a trillion in a second. I'm passionate. I love hard, fight hard. It's just because I'm passionate about how I feel. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. I have disgusting hair extensions, so don't comment on it. I'm gonna get them shaped. It's because my hair doesn't grow. I think I'm in premenopause, so get off it. I'm 41 years old. I own my own house. I'm a social worker. Like, I'm a single mom of 2, like I said. Like, leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm trying to figure things out. I'm trying to figure things out with my body. I'm trying to figure things out with my social life and my dating life. And that's what I'm here for. Like, just stop it. Like, I digress. Oh, I found my bracelet. My Taylor Swift bracelet. It says, oh, it's on the wrong way. It says digress. It's has a lot of slack on it. I don't know what happened. I found it under the couch, which I find with having kids and cats, many things fall under the couch. Remotes, my life, food, ants, bugs, everything. I digress. Yeah. So being Italian, I was thinking of a story because prior to kids, I mean, our love language is food. Obviously, we love to make food, and I used to love making food just in general to chill. But when I would get angry, when I would get angry, oh, that was too close. When I would get angry, I would cook up I'm trying not to swear so much. I mean, I'm trying to learn not to swear. I was better when my kids were younger, and now that they're older, I'm just like letting loose. And obviously they're older and catching on. So I gotta like reel it back in. I would like cook up a storm when I was angry. I would cook up like lasagna and raviolis and the meatballs and oh my gosh. And then I didn't know I was single with 2 cats. Who am I cooking for? So I would take it to work and feed my coworkers. And my living situation was I lived in a nice house on the 2nd floor, though, renting, and I lived across the street from my daughter's father. So my 2 girls, their father lived across the street from me at the time. So before kids. And it was just a toxic situation. We would fight all the time. I would get into he refused to come to my apartment. So I always had to go to his house. So I had to bring over, I remember the one time I brought over raviolis, a whole plate of raviolis and whatever else it was. And he was hanging out with his tenant. He had a tenant upstairs. And he thought I was talking to his tenant too much, who was like, mind you, I was like in my early 30s. He was like in his 60s. And he was disabled with a cane of just being nice. I think I was helping him with his phone. And he lost his mind. And so I took the plate of raviolis and was like an old Italian lady, like, you're not eating tonight. That's it. Goodbye. You're not eating. And then in the middle of the street, I just shook the plate and tossed all the raviolis off in the middle of the street. So by the time I got into my house and looked out the window, he was picking up by hand all the raviolis covered in red sauce or red gravy. You want to, well, not gravy because it wasn't no meat in it. So that's a whole other discussion, is gravy or sauce. But it was like just a mess, and he's picking it all up by hand. And then the next day he said, I didn't want any rats coming to my neighborhood, because it's his house, so I'm renting. So we always called it my neighborhood. I live here. So he's Polish. A little thing about upstate New York, huge Polish population. I think every guy I've ever dated here was a Polak with a kielbasa sausage. Whatever. Like, I'm not going to hate on the kielbasa, but like, it is what it is. I make sure my kids know that they're Italian through and through. And my one I might have let her know that I'm not super proud of the Polish side. I don't know. But she denounces her Polish side. So, anyways, I digress. But he tells me the next day, I don't want any rats in my neighborhood. And next time, I'm going to take frozen pierogies. Pierogies. The most blandest, disgusting, blah thing on earth. Like, there's no gourmet Polish food. There's some, I think, like Glumki. That's not bad. Glumki's not bad. There's some Polish food that's not bad. If you put some butter on it and some salt, it's not bad. Not bad. But I'm telling you, I think European food missed the mark. Like, what's it called? Where are they in Europe? Anyways, you don't find gourmet Polish food. It's just like, you just don't. Italian and Polish. Italian, Polish food. So I was like, oh, you're going to launch frozen pierogies through my windows next time for an all-out food war? Then I'm going to make some giant-ass frozen meatballs and launch those cannons, and they're going to be filled with cheese. And once you get those through your gut and through your front door, it's going to blow your front door down. It's not even going to go through your windows. It's going to go through your front door, cover you in cheese, and decapitate you and cover you like a freaking net. How about that? All out war. All out war of the Italian and the Polish cuisine. Let's do this. How about that? I digress.